glad you guys could stop by and join us for story time today. We're going to welcome you as usual. Are you guys ready? We clap and say hello. We clap and say hello. With our friends at story time. We clap and say hello. We stomp and say hello. We stomp and say hello. With our friends at story time. We stomp and say hello. We wave and say hello. We wave and say hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and say hello. Hello, everyone. We're excited today because we're pulling out an oldie but a goodie. And the title of this book is called Millions of Cats. And it was written by Wanda Gog. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a very old lady and a very old man, and they lived in a nice, clean house which had flowers all around it, except for where the door is. But they couldn't be happy because they were very lonely. If only we had a cat, sighed the very old lady. A cat, asked the very old man. Yes, a sweet little fluffy cat, said the very old woman. I will get you a cat, my dear, said the very old man. As he set out over the hills to look for one, he climbed over a sunny hill and he trudged through the cool valleys. He walked a long, long time, and at last he came to a hill which was quite covered with cats. Cats here, cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats. Millions and billions and trillions of cats. Oh, cried the old man joyfully. Now I can choose the prettiest cat and take it home with me. So he chose one. It was white. But just as he was about to leave, he saw another one. All black and white, and it seemed just as pretty as the first one, so he took this one also. But then he saw a fuzzy gray kitten way over there, which was as big as pretty as the other ones, so he took it too. And now he saw one way down in a corner, which he thought was too lovely to leave, so he took this one too. And just then, over here, the very old man found a kitten which was black and very beautiful. It would be a shame to leave that one, said the very old man, so he took it. And now, over there, he saw a cat which had brown and yellow stripes. Like a baby tiger. I simply must take it, cried the very old man, and he did. So it happened that every time the very old man looked up, he saw another cat, which was so pretty he could not bear to leave it, and before you knew it, he had chosen them all. And so he went back over the sunny hills and down through the cool valleys, and to show his pretty kittens where the very old woman lived. It was very funny to see those hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions cats following him. They came to a pond. Meow, meow. We are thirsty, cried the cats. The hundreds of cats. thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. Well, here's a great deal of water, said the very old man. Each cat took a sip of water and the pond was gone. Meow, meow. We're hungry, cried the hundreds of cats, the thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. There is much grass on the hill, said the very old man. Each cat ate a mouthful of grass and not a blade was left. Pretty soon, the very old woman saw them coming. My dear, she cried, what are you doing? I asked for a little cat, and what do I see? Cats here, cats there, cats and kittens everywhere. Hundreds of cats, thousands of cats, millions and billions and trillions of cats. But we can never feed them all, cried the very old woman. They will eat us out of house and home. I never thought about that, said the very old man. What should we do? The very old woman thought for a while, and then she said, I know. I'll let the cats decide which one we should keep. Oh, yes, said the very old man. So he called to the cats. Which one of you is the prettiest? I am. I am. No, I am. No, I am. No, I am, cried the hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of voices, for each cat thought itself the prettiest. And they began to quarrel. They bit and they scratched and they clawed at each other and made such a great noise that the very old woman and the very old man ran into the house as fast as they could. They did not like such quarreling, but after a while, the noise had stopped, and the very old man and the very old woman peeped out of the window to see what had happened. They could not see a single cat. I think they must have eaten each other all up, said the very old woman. It's too bad. But look, said the very old man. He pointed at a bunch of high grass and in that grass sat a little kitten. They went out and they picked it up, and it was thin and scraggly. Poor little kitty, said the very old woman. Dear little kitty, said the very old man. How does it happen that you were not eaten up with all the hundreds and thousands and millions and billions and trillions of cats? Oh, I'm just a very little homely cat, said the kitten. So when you asked who was the prettiest, I didn't say anything, so nobody bothered me. They took the kitten into the house where the very old woman gave it a warm bath and brushed its fur until it was soft and shiny. Every day they gave it plenty of milk, and soon it grew nice and plump. And it is a very pretty cat after all, said the very old woman. It is the most beautiful cat in the whole world, said the very old man. I ought to know, for I've seen hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, and trillions of cats. But this is the most prettiest one of all. The end. Thank you guys. Did you enjoy that story? I had a lot of fun with the cats. Did you have fun, Miss Tammy, with the cats?
I did, and I want to know if you guys can count to 1,000,000. If you start counting now, maybe when we come back, you'll be finished. Count to 1,000,000.
Let's try that. That sounds like fun.
We'll be here a long time if we count to 1,000,000, because that's really a lot.
We thank you guys for sharing story time with us today, and we will see you again on Friday. Goodbye. Bye.